Hello YouTube, Xander here, and today I'm going to be talking about my histo and my issues that I've had thus far with my histo. And yeah, so I'm gonna automatically trigger warning this video right now and let you know that there will be talk of sexy things and toys and genitals. So yeah, if you don't want to hear that, and especially if you're like someone that knows me and doesn't want to hear about this stuff, please do not continue watching. Thank you. Alright, so I had my histo in May 26th of 2014, so it's been over a year since I've had it. Okay, so I don't really do it too often, but penetrative sex has become sort of an issue because of vaginal atrophy, which happens when you have a lack of estrogen in an area that requires estrogen to thrive. And as you may have guessed, vaginas require estrogen. So I had to go to my doctor's after I googled it and everything and found out what atrophy is and all that stuff, and I was prescribed a cream that you use by inserting the applicator and pushing the cream up inside, and it does its stuff and heals the atrophy and stuff like that. Depending on your surgeon, you could potentially lose some length in the canal or whatever, vaginal canal, depending on how they suture your vagina. So I've read online. I have here a measuring thing. Apparently you can lose up to this much. Up to this much. Usually not this much. Usually about this much if they take away anything. But when they do it, they take away all the organs and the stuff it's connected to, so then they're gonna have to like sew it up, right? So you're still gonna have relatively the same length, or you at least should, in penetrative, but they sew it up, so that kind of makes it seem like it loses a bit of length. Some issues that happen with atrophy, like some symptoms and stuff like that, can be dryness, painful intercourse, bleeding, stuff like that, kind of soreness. What I experienced was dryness and painful intercourse. I couldn't even get a finger in without it hurting a lot, so that wasn't nice, and at that point I realized that I should probably go to the doctor and find out what the heck is happening. The doctor can prescribe stuff for that, as I said before, with the estrogen cream, stuff like Premarin or something like that. Post-histo, because I'm taking testosterone, which probably also speeds up the atrophy, because most of the time women will take estrogen supplements after they get a histo, because the main organs that produce estrogen have been removed, and since I'm a trans guy, I'm taking testosterone, so thus all the estrogen needing stuff kind of loses that estrogen. So assumably people may think that you lose sex drive after histo. I personally feel like my sex drive has not changed or faltered or anything. It's pretty much the same, although dysphoria can get in the way of sex sometimes because I feel crappy about my body. But other than that, good. After you get a histo, your vagina might lose its elasticity and stuff, which tends to be a major factor in sex and stuff like that, and in taking different sizes. So after a histo, you might have to start dilating all the time to take bigger dicks, basically, or toys or whatever. I have here this toy, which I call Rocket. I haven't been dilating, but I'm planning on starting soon. I use this mostly for penetration if I want penetration, which I don't usually want too often. I can get it to about here, insertional, this lengthwise. I don't know, it feels like my hole has shortened and whatever. And width-wise, this is about perfect width-wise. It's not too thick. I find the thickness is a major issue for me. So this toy I recently got, a friend actually gave it to me, which is nice because these are super expensive. And obviously I cleaned it because using used toys can be kind of weird. Anyways, this is a shared, I believe, a shared toy or whatever. Kind of has cat hair on it because my cats. Because I had it on the table here. But so far I've used this once, and if you notice, it's quite, the insertionable part on my end is quite a bit thicker, and I had a whole lot of trouble getting this in. It was kind of painful and very tight. I used a whole lot of lube, and it still was very difficult. This is a silicone toy, so if you do use this, do not use silicone lube because it's bad. This end would be a lot better for me, but this is the end I have to use, so this is why I'm going to be starting to dilate to see if I can make this easier for me, because I couldn't get it in all the way. It was kind of weird, because like obviously I have a long enough length for this, but not wide enough, so yeah. Toys. These are only 2 toys. I have like a lot of toys, but anyways. As for scars, I'll show you my scars. I got laparoscopic hysterectomy, so instead of having like the huge scar across my belly, I just have tiny little marks in certain areas. Okay, so that's my darkest one, which I've been using the bile oil on most because it's still kind of red. One in my belly button. I don't know if you can see that there. That white bit is the scar, and then I have one here which isn't as dark, but I still use the bile oil on it just to make sure. And then I have one just down here, but you can't really see that because there's hair there. So yeah, bile oil is what I've been using so far. I've also heard vitamin E cream is good, which I also have, but I've used that on my tattoos mostly. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you on hysto stuff. Now, I'm sure not a lot of people experience issues or similar issues to what I have been experiencing, but if you have, there you go. I notice a lot of people don't really talk about hystos a lot and post hystos and stuff like that, and so yeah, I made this video in hopes that it would help people in similar situations or let them know what may happen after a hysto and such like that. So I hope this was an informing video, and this was just my experience. Your experience may be different. Not everybody experiences atrophy, or they may not experience it as quickly as I did or whatever. I'm not exactly sure when it started because as I said, I don't really have penetrative sex very often, so it could have happened a lot sooner than when I realized. If you have any questions or anything, please don't be afraid to hit me up, put a comment, message, you know, whatever. I will be getting my top surgery in November on the 18th in Montreal with Dr. Belanger, so you can expect updates about that soon. I actually just got my package in the mail and whatever, so I should be getting my test done over, and I bought my train tickets, so yeah. So yeah, that's about it. As I said, questions, queries, comments, whatever, put them in down below. And if you want me to talk about anything else, don't be afraid to ask. Right? Peace. Sender out.